He knows people see him for what he is, and yet he behaves childlike anyways just to freak them out. His name is Death, for he is Mort the Lemur. I was browsing the Madagascar wiki, as any sane person should do on a regular basis, and I couldn't help but notice that there are a number of references in the TV shows that imply him to be wrong in every categorical sense. Thankfully, because of this, I finally have something solid to work with. Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and Mordecai is certainly not, unless he were to reap my consciousness from my body, which he cannot do. I'm immunized to him by nature of the fourth wall. Before we establish all he's done, I need to get the first big theory I have out of the way, that being the timeline of the canon. This is going to get very confusing very quickly because of the nature of the Penguins of Madagascar TV series, the likes of which a timeline placement is dubiously considered amongst even the writers themselves. They claim that people shouldn't care about its placement unless they are top-tier animation geeks with way too much time on their hands. Well, I'm neither. I'm an incredibly dedicated, incredibly serious, fictional theoretician, and I'm paid to do this, brushing aside minor flashbacks like the intros to Madagascar 2 and the Penguins spin-off movie, or the short films which take place all over. The timeline essentially looks like this. All Hail King Julian is a prequel, followed by Madagascar the First. The Penguins of Madagascar Nickelodeon show is an outlier. Typically, the rest of the timeline would go Madagascar the Second, Madagascar the Third, and then the Penguins movie. But the Penguins of Madagascar TV show takes place in the zoo, with King Julian and friends there, meaning at least after film 1. The question then becomes, does it take place long after everything, including the fourth movie, or does it take place between the Madagascar films somehow, or in a parallel universe variant of where films 2 or 3 should be? It's tricky because all could work. If option number 1 is the truth, then it means the Penguins quit their spy jobs, and the lemurs quit the circus, and in the far, far future they all exist back in the zoo. If it's somehow between films 2 and 3 or 1 and 2, then it would mean the penguins and lemurs shunned the zoo gang and temporarily returned without them. The final choice is that they left permanently and stranded them either on Madagascar or mainland Africa, depending on when is more likely. The creators seem mixed on which of these is the truth, but for now, we focus on the characters. These 3 options, however, will come in handy later. It's most likely after everything or a parallel reality, though. Now that we've theorized on the possible placements of the Penguins spin-off, we move on to the questions surrounding Mort. It is overwhelming, I assure you. First of all, Mort, he's not a child. He may look like a child. He may act like a child. He may sound like a child. But he is at minimum 35 to 50 years old. This is no joke. All Hail King Julian is weird. In fact, so weird that the crazy is just beginning. Mort is a Microcebus lahilahitsura on the outside, but the inside proves him to be far, far more sinister. He is a pot-belly pig. But that's not all. He's also part bear, part starfish, and, no joke, part spider. He also has trace elements in his genome of sand, cacti, copper, and sawdust, and it doesn't end there. He has a disturbing marriage history. He has not 1, not 2, but 11 ex-wives, and all of them are dead. He is also invulnerable and has superior strength due to his delusional and obsessed nature surrounding King Julian's feet. He's a yes man that eats glue, and he's such a quizzical little rat. Finally, it's revealed that whatever he is immortal, and has the terrifying ability to suck the souls out of similar species, absorbing them into his mind and creating a split personality. Again, a lot to work with. With that said, clearly this will take some time. I recently stretched 5 seconds of trumpet playing during Shrek 2 into a 10-minute depth analysis. This time we have something solid. There is more Mort, there will be more content. This is going to be more of a documentary than a theory, be warned. There's more discussion and analysis here than hypothesis. I am aware that I will have to watch every single episode of Penguins of Madagascar and then every single episode of All Hail King Julian. I foresee that this endeavor could span at least a couple of years, which means I'd need to update you along the way. Thus, solving Mort will likely take a grand total of 15 videos, adding up to 4 hours. If I can condense it properly, of course. Based on my current upload schedule, every third video I post until spring 2022 will be a Mort analysis. The question is, should I do this?